morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to have a little bit of a look at Scarlet Violet 151 with the news that everything that I am hearing tells us that a reprint is coming. Now, I'm going to use the word confirmed here. I'm going to tell you that a reprint is confirmed. What I mean by that is that I have heard enough to be sure that it is coming. I don't mean Pokémon have put an announcement on their website saying, hello, we're printing more Scarlet Violet 151, because Pokémon don't do that. No companies generally do that. Now, every so often there is an exception where something is ridiculously short printed, not necessarily deliberately, sometimes it's just too popular, and then the company come out and they go, whoa, chill out. We're printing more, I promise. But generally speaking, reprints don't come with some big announcement or anything like that. They just kind of happen. But I've heard from a bunch of people that we are getting a reprint of Scarlet Violet 151. And when I heard that, I went and did a little bit of digging. Because I thought, well, hang on a second. How much do we actually need one? The answer is, yeah. We absolutely need one. Now, I'm hearing this is coming from Asmodee over in the Netherlands, and it is coming in Q4 of this year. That is October, November, December. Q4 is those 3 months, the fourth quarter of the year. And specifically, I'm hearing mini tins and bundles, which I'm assuming are booster bundles, which honestly kind of makes sense. And the reason this makes a lot of sense, no promo cards. These are, now don't get me wrong, you got to make the tins. I know you got to make the tins for 151, fine. But if you go and print the binder collection, well, you've got to actually go and make the binder, which can't be the easiest thing ever. If you go and make the Zapdos EX box and the Alakazam EX box, well, now you've got to go and print those promos and those jumbos, etc., etc. Whereas the booster bundles are literally just packs, 6 packs for the price of 6 packs, and the mini tins are 2 packs and some stickers, which I'm going to go ahead and assume is easier. So that's quite nice. And it just means that 151 is going to be more available. And like I say, when I heard this, my first reaction was, do we need a 151 reprint? Well, firstly, it might be the best set we've had in years, and I mean that sincerely. And secondly, this is what happens when you go on the Pokémon Center UK and have a look for Pokémon cards Scarlet and Violet 151. Everything is sold out, except for the Mew Ultra Premium Collection, which is your $120 collection, which is quite expensive. Does come with a boatload of packs and a bunch of promos. It is, in my humble opinion, one of the best products we've ever had, and no, I don't think I'm exaggerating here. You get yourself the Mew Special Illustration Rare, you get yourself the Gold Mew EX, you get yourself the Mewtwo Illustration Rare, you get yourself the playmat and the dice and the coin and the deck box. Oh yeah, and 16 packs as well. And I've been reporting quite a lot over the past few months about this being pretty widely available below retail, and that's a very good thing. And it's still available at the Pokémon Center in the UK, so yay! What if we head over to the Pokémon Center US? Well, if we go over to the Pokémon Center US, things look worse. Literally everything is sold out. Like, actually every single product which is for sale over on the Pokémon Center US is sold out. It's sold out across the board, every single product. It is no longer available. Now, this is a point where some of you are going to be watching this and going, well, Wassy, mate, come on. My local game store's got this in stock. I saw this on some website. I don't think it's really sold out. And my answer to you guys is, follow the Pokémon Center. The general rule, and I'm not saying this is a hard and fast immutable rule, but I'm saying it is a pretty good starting point. The Pokémon Center, as a general rule, will have more stock and find stock more easily than other places. That's not some amazing thing here. Pokemon print it. The Pokemon Center is the official store of Pokemon. So obviously they're going to have an easier time getting hold of this stuff than a lot of people. That makes perfect sense. And the general rule tends to be, if it's in stock at the Pokemon Center, it's out there, it's around, and maybe it's only in stock at the Pokemon Center, but it's there. When the Pokémon Center starts selling out, yeah, I do feel fairly confident that we're going to see a sharp decline in the availability of these products moving forward. It means that 151 is, generally speaking, going to be a lot more difficult to get hold of. And look, right now, you can go and pick up some of these products, but I'm telling you, they're becoming less and less available. If we take Magic Madhouse as an example, that is one of the larger online stores, and for better or for worse, they are a store that are not afraid to raise their prices when there's fairly low stock available. And if you have a look on there right now, the Elite Trainer Box, £90. Individual booster packs, £10. The poster collection, £30. EX boxes, £35. Now, you'll notice that if you go, and this is the way to tell with a lot of these websites, if you go to, let's say, something like Twilight Masquerade, a recently released set which is just readily available and in stock, you'll notice when I search for all of those products, they compare the products to retail and then tell you how much you're saving. But if you have a look at their 151 products, they don't tell you what the retail price is because they're above retail and they don't want you to know. That is, for a lot of these stores, a dead giveaway. If they're at or below retail, they'll tell you. If they're significantly above retail, they will hide the retail price, even though they put it on every single product where they're lower. It's an easy tell, frankly. And look, I'm not here to debate whether the store should or should not be doing this. We've done a lot of this in the past. That's not the point of today's video. What I'm telling you in today's video is one of the largest online sellers of Pokemon cards for the UK is starting to sell all the products above retail, and what we can learn from that is that these products are not really out there very much anymore. These products are becoming harder and harder to get hold of. They are selling out. So when we've got the larger online sellers selling above retail because they're hard to get, and the Pokemon Center itself is selling out, what that is basically telling us is these products are not out there. They are basically going, and 151 is a phenomenal set. It is a set that everybody loves. And when you put those two facts together, that is telling us that, yeah, we absolutely do need a reprint of 151. I've had a look. I've done my research. I've been pretty exhaustive when it comes to this, and I feel pretty good about this. This is a reprint, which is absolutely needed. And if we have a look at individual cards from the set, we are starting to see that they're not necessarily falling anymore. Now, I'm not saying they're jumping up at a huge amount of price. We do those videos other times. But I'm telling you that the drops in price that we've seen in the past are, I think, to put it politely, not really happening anymore. You know, the big cards in the set, we've got the Special Illustration Red Charizard sitting there at $100. We've got the Special Illustration Red Blastoise at about $50 right now, Venusaur at $45, Zapdos at about $40, and Alakazam EX at about $35. That's the kind of big 5 cards in the set right now. And the thing is, as the sealed product becomes harder to find, so will we see the price of singles creeping up as well. I'm not saying we're going to get an explosion of singles prices in the next couple of days, but I am telling you that over time we are going to start to see these creeping up. But a reprint will bring them back down. Like, a reprint will stop these popping up. And we're not that far away. Like, we are getting to the end of, well, okay, we're kind of in the middle of Q3. Let's say we're in the middle of Q3 right now. We're potentially a month and a half, 2 months away from the reprint, where this is going to start making everything a little bit better. Like, if we go to the Pokemon Center online in Japan right now, one thing which is confusing me greatly, they have still got packs of 151 in stock. Now, the reason they've got packs of 151 in stock is because they're limiting it to 10 packs per person. That is half a box. The last time I bought 10 packs, I didn't bother doing an opening because I feel like we've opened a bunch of that on this channel already. But the last time I did an opening, I didn't hit a secret rare, and I didn't hit a Master Ball rare. They are both 1 per box. But I did hit 3 illustration rares, which should be free per box. So in half a box, I got more than a box worth of illustration rares. And the point I'm making here is that over in Japan, they have been severely limiting quantities. In Japan, there aren't a bunch of other products. You basically just buy boxes, trying to keep it in stock. And it's worked. It's been in stock on the Pokemon Center in Japan for a long time now. I'm going to be in Japan at the weekend, and that is a weird sentence to say, but I'm delighted. And I'm assuming, I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers that every Pokemon Center I go to, it'll be 2 or 3 a day, will allow me to buy 10 packs of 151, and I will, because I still adore that set. But it's very much worth noting that the set is, although it's kind of there in Japan, it's on the way out generally. This reprint is a good thing. Again, I'm not promising exactly when it's coming. I'm not promising exactly where it's coming. I'm acknowledging that there is information that we don't know and that we need to wait a little bit before we get proper full-on details. But I think I've heard enough now to be convinced that it's coming, and that is a wonderful thing. And having gone and had a good old look at what's going on, I do think it's absolutely fair to say this is something we need. But I've told you about all that now, so now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this in the comment section. Get us! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Evan Parker, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.